Hi guys, welcome back to Being Bash. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have been able to check out some of my previous wedding videos that I've made, and I also did an update video a while back on like kind of why we decided to get married the way we did. And if you aren't familiar with those videos and you don't want to check them out, long story short, we had a short period of time to get married. Not for any particular reason, we just decided, you know, why wait? We're not going to spend a bunch of money and let's just do it. So that's what we did. And I did my own hair and makeup. I think it's important to at least do a trial run, even if you're hiring someone or you're doing it yourself. You know, there's only so many hours in a day and you can't just like do your eye makeup and just completely get rid of it and do it again. You know, it takes a while. You're giving up time. Because even though our wedding was very low-key, low maintenance, you know, we're still on a timeline. So basically my goal for my makeup look was to just kind of look like myself. I didn't want my makeup too dark and I didn't want my lips to be too, you know, out there. That was kind of my goal. So here in this video, I'm just going to do like, you can just see my favorite makeup items. I've been using a ton of drugstore lately, so you'll see a ton of drugstore, but I just put a little compilation video together of something you can see. What you don't see in this video is all the blending in between and, you know, testing different swatches on my hand to see what color I wanted. So, you know, take this with a grain of salt. If you're doing your own wedding makeup, you know, just take your time and make sure you're blending. And I think your fingers are a really great tool to use as well. Maybe not professionally if you're like a makeup artist, but if you're doing it on yourself or a friend, your fingers are a great tool to really get a good result with eyeshadows or even like your under eye concealer. You know, we totally underestimate the power of our own hands. So that was my wedding makeup. I thought it turned out pretty good for doing it myself and not like wanting to pay anybody. It can get really expensive, so I think if you know how to do your own makeup and you know what you like, I don't think it's a bad thing to not want to spend your money on something like that, especially if you're kind of on a budget. So yeah, I enjoy the makeup process, so I did not mind doing it myself, and I saved myself some extra cash. So moving on to hair. I'm gonna look goofy for the majority of this section of the video. I wanted bouncy, flirty curls that could hold and maybe fall out a little bit throughout the day. And it was so windy on the day of my wedding that, you know, it was an outdoor beachy wedding and the curls fell right out. I thought I put a ton of hairspray in it. I thought I like had it all locked in. Oh my gosh, it was so windy. Like my eyes were watering. It was such a windy day, but that's okay. Like everything else turned out fine. So if you have an outdoor wedding, make sure you're putting a ton of hairspray in, like to where it can hardly even move. I'm serious. Because, you know, I went through all this hard work to ensure that the curls stayed in, and they still did not stay in. So I actually don't own a curling iron, so I use my hair straightener to curl my hair. And then what I did was I started pinning it up and holding it in place, because that just secures the curl as it cools down and kind of helps it keep its form and makes it really, really bouncy. So that's what I did to my entire head. You can kind of see the method I use in this video, so I'll kind of just let the video speak for itself. I totally looked like a grandma. So I waited a couple hours to let it all set in. I made sure I hairsprayed it and just kind of left it be for a couple hours. Looked like a fool running my errands, but you know, it is what it is. And then I came back and I took them all out, and it was so bouncy and amusing. Like I was just sitting there like just bouncing the curls because it looked so bouncy. And then it just came down to styling. So I took my bedhead TG after party and just kind of smoothed everything out, and then combed everything, and then I began to do the braid. And the braid was so difficult. I just could not get the braid right. I probably tried like 3 or 4 times on camera and then maybe like another 5 times off camera. But it is so hard to get the braid just right. So what I did was I made a loose braid on each side, kind of put it back in the back, and had a clear elastic. And then off camera, I tucked the rubber band part inside the loop, and it just kind of left the ends of my hair sticking out. And I thought it was really cute, so I just pinned that in. And then I also had a hairpiece on the day of my wedding and a veil, so I just stuck that in where I thought it went. I don't even know if it was the right spot because I'm oblivious to how this is all supposed to work. And that was my look. And again, I think it turned out really cute for doing it myself. I'm more of a makeup person than a hair person, so it was a little bit of a challenge to come up with a really good hairstyle for my wedding day, but I thought it turned out really well. So I'm happy with the entire look. I hope this was a little bit helpful for you and maybe give you an idea of how you may or may not want to do your hair and makeup on your wedding day. You know, it's really up to you and what you want and what you want to spend your money on. If I could go back in time, I wouldn't change anything. If I was a millionaire and could blow as much money as I wanted, I'd probably have them both done. But I'm really cheap. Yeah, so everything turned out beautifully, and I hope if you are getting married, you're going to have an awesome wedding, and I hope if you did have a wedding, it was beautiful, and I hope this gave you some good ideas. So I will see you in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!